Man United 1-4 Man City, player ratings as Sky Blues win Manchester derby of two halves. Manchester City completed an emphatic second-half comeback to beat Manchester United and progress to the quarter-finals of the Women's FA Cup. It may be a cliché, but this was most definitely a game of two halves, with key substitutions from City manager Gareth Taylor ultimately proving decisive after Katie Zelem had scored direct from a corner to give United what had been a deserved half-time lead. Quick-fire goals in the second half from Lauren Hemp, Ellen White and Carolyn Weir turned the game on its head, with Bunny Shaw adding to the rout later on. City saw plenty of the ball early in the game, but found it hard to beat the tenacious press in midfield, with United players quickly swarming around any sky blue shirt in possession. As such, the best early chances all went the way of the hosts. Maria Thorisdottir saw a close-range header loop over the crossbar from a dangerous corner taken by Zelem. Only moments later, Ella Toon forced Ellie Roebuck into a top save, and it was from the resultant corner that United got their early goal. Again, Zelem's delivery right into the 6-yard box was on point, this time evading everyone, before nestling in the far corner. Martha Thomas later tested Roebuck's handling with a low shot. Alex Greenwood also denied a certain second United goal with a crucial block from a Zelem attempt. City, meanwhile, had struggled to muster much in the way of clear chances by the time the interval came. That changed once the game restarted as the hitherto sluggish visitors woke up. A double substitution from City saw Carolyn Weir and Hayley Raso thrown into the contest, with the latter making an instant impact when she crossed for Hemp to turn in. Then came the collapse as United gifted City 2 goals in quick succession. First, White gratefully latched onto a short header back from Hannah Blundell to fire her team into a lead before Mary Earps failed to make what should have been an easy save at her post from Weir. The goals were a severe body blow for United, handing full control to City, who went on to extend their lead to 4-1 in the closing stages when Shaw, another Taylor substitution, scored a tap-in rebound just 39 seconds after coming on. Julie Blackstead thought she had added a fifth for City, but it was ruled out for a foul on Ona Battle. Mary Earps, GK, 3/10, didn't have much to do in the first half, but made a grave error in the second that ultimately put the game beyond United. Ona Battle, RB, 6/10, handled Hemp well in the first half, although she didn't get forward as often as she usually likes to. Diane Caldwell, CB, 5/10, stood tall in the first half, but it seemed like City were starting to give her the run around later on. Maria Thorisdottir, CB, 5/10, should have scored at an early corner. Saw off-White in a crucial 1vs1 moment when it was still 1-0. Hannah Blundell, LB, 4/10, seemingly panicked by Raso, her weak header was punished with City's second goal. Katie Zelem, CM, 6/10, looked up for it right from the start. Her set-piece delivery was also outstanding, and she scored straight from a corner, but struggled to keep up once City assumed control. Jackie Gronin, CM, 5/10, all over City in the first half. On the back foot after that. Ella Toon, AM, 6/10, good with and without the ball. The corner that produced Zelem's goal and her presence in the 6-yard box also caused enough panic to help it go in. Faded in the second half. Alessia Russo, RW, 5/10, worked hard while she was on the pitch, although didn't get the joy she wanted, while United were on top. Martha Thomas, Saint, 6/10, willingly ran and pressed. Good link-up play in the first half. Lee Galton, LW, 5/10, contained City well in the first half, but arguably didn't do enough of the direct running that usually makes her so good. Kirsty Hansen, RW, 4/10, the game was arguably already gone by the time she arrived, and it was a big ask to change that. Scene Bruun, Saint, 4/10, didn't get the service to make a difference. Ivana Fuso, Saint, Anna Vilde Borissa, CM, and Ellie Roebuck, GK, 5/10, will ask questions of herself over the early goal. Lucy Bronze, RB, 6/10, took a while to get going, but her class eventually showed. Alana Kennedy, CB, 6/10, looked nervy at times in the first half. More in control as City became stronger. Alex Greenwood, CB, 8/10, excellent distribution out from the back and was effectively City's quarterback. Demi Stokes, LB, 6/10, better in the second half like the rest of her team. Kara Walsh, CM, 6/10, didn't get any time on the ball in the opening 45 minutes. Once she could get her foot on the ball, it was a factor in City growing in strength and confidence. Vicky Lasada, CM, 4/10, couldn't gain a foothold or make an impact and only lasted 45 minutes. Georgia Stanway, CM, 6/10, off the pace early on, but much better after the break. Showed her versatility later on as well. Jess Park, RW, 4/10, struggled to get into the game in the opening 45 minutes and was taken off at halftime. Ellen White, St. 7/10, had to feed off scraps in the first half but was sharp when her chance finally presented itself. Lauren Hemp, LW, 7/10, too quiet in the first half but changed that with a well-timed equalizer soon after the break. Haley Raso, RW, 9/10, made a huge difference with her pace and energy. Set up the equalizer and forced the mistake for her team's second. Carolyn Weir, CM, 9/10, has a reputation for scoring world-class goals in this fixture but will still take a strike that killed the game off. Gave City what they were missing in the first half. Julie Blackstead, CM, 6/10, had the ball in the net but it was ruled out. Slotted in well and impressed. Bunny Shaw, St. 7/10, scored a tap in 39 seconds after coming on. Philippa Angeldal, CM, NA. For more from Jamie Spencer, follow him on Twitter and Facebook.